Jyoti works in a knitting shop. The shop sells knitting charts like the one below. Knitting is made from rows and stitches. The symbols in the chart tell knitters what type of stitch to use. The chart is a coordinate grid. And we need to tick the symbol which is in stitch 5, row 13. So I've read the question once, and now the important things to note in this question is I want to look at stitch 5, row 13. So the stitches go along the bottom, so I can count, there's number 5. It goes backwards here, but that's by the by. So I want to just go from 5 and then go all the way up to 13, and this is the symbol. So my answer is going to be this one. On a paper-based paper, I can just tick. If this was in an online assessment, rather than saying tick, it would just ask you to select, and you'd be able to select. A common learner error is to read XY coordinates the wrong way round. So always the first coordinate is the one that goes across, and then the second coordinate is the one that goes up or down. However, by using the words stitches and rows, we're not having to worry about that here. We'll take a look at that in a later question. This scatter diagram shows the relationship between forecast temperatures and actual temperatures for the town over 9 days. The line represents the points at which the forecast and actual temperatures are the same. So that's interesting. It's not a line of best fit. This is just a line that shows when the forecast and the actual temperature was the same. And there's actually only 1 point that falls on that line. A forecast is recorded as accurate if the actual temperature is within 2 degrees C of the forecast temperature. Zach writes that the temperature forecast was accurate for less than 70% of the time. Is Zach correct? Show how you decide. Now there's 3 marks here, so I can spend 6 minutes on this question. The important information is it's when the actual temperature is within 2 degrees of the forecast. And he's saying that it's accurate for less than 70% of the time. And then the fact that it says that is that correct, show how you decide, means that I am going to need to show my working. Now, if I was to draw a line of best fit, it wouldn't be the same as the line that's shown here, but it would certainly show a very strong positive correlation between the forecast temperature and the actual temperature, but not as strong as this line that's shown here, where the forecast temperature equals the actual temperature. Now, reading the graph, so we're focusing on 2 degrees from the actual. So 2 degrees is represented by one of the small square, well, one whole large square. So I need to look for all of the points that are further away than this. So I'm going to circle them. So I've got one there, that's more than 2. That's close, that's close. This one is more than 2 away, and this one is more than 2 degrees away. So we've decided that we've got 4 that are inaccurate, and the total is 9 temperatures that have been recorded. So there's 5 that are accurate. So I'll write that in the box. So I'm comparing 5/9 with 70%. Now there's lots of different ways that I could compare this fraction with this percentage. I could convert the fraction into a percentage, or I could convert the percentage into a fraction. Either method would be fine. Now, I'm not allowed to use a calculator. This is a non-calculator part. And I think the easiest way, given that I haven't got a calculator, is to convert 70% into 7/10. And then to find the common denominator, I would compare 5/9. If I turn it into if I make the common denominator 90, then I can compare 50/90 with 9/7. I know 9/7 are 63. And so the amount that are accurate is less than 70%. So yes, Zach is correct. So I do need to make sure, since that's what it's asking me to do, I need to make sure that I do pop that into the answer box. Yes, he is correct.